Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Check, 59. Here I come.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This one, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. You. Now.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready?
To throw again on second down. Lock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Lock. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5. From the gun on third down, Lock. They got a man. It's Woods. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 18 Gator. I got one.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Hey, exit. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Go.
On second and 11 now. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Ready?
On the counter, German. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit. And
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bend it.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
54, Mike. 54, hit it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, rock it.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leo. Ready?
This is Elliott. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
50, play.
From the 40 now on second down. Locke dancing to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. On 1st down, Locke. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Locke going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's got his tight end fan. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Locke again. And an alley to run. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Pollard again. Two yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You don't know no better. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check 3. Check 23.
On third down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready? 93's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. Take go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. That's caught by Kelly. It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run here with John Kelly, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bring it. Bring it.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?